everyone, my name is Chloe and today I'm here to do the Autumn Cozy Book Tag. So I saw this video or this tag on Bookable's channel, Heather from Bookables. She is the queen of like seasonal things. She does all the tags, she reads seasonally, she's just the queen of seasonal. And so she did this tag and I thought it'd be fun to do. It was made by the Book Bell. So I will link both of them down below so you can check out those videos and let's just get into it. So, the first question is, what book always makes you think of fall or autumn? And I'm going to say like a specific book is The Witch is When It All Began series by Adele Abbott. And in general, cozy mysteries always make me think of fall. So this specific series is really the only cozy mystery series that I have like binged. And I binged it in the fall of 2017. So I was super pregnant, about to have my first baby. And like my mom and I went on like a last minute kind of girls trip before I had kids. And I read the first like 18 or 20 back to back to back to back to back to back and just loved them. And so now like that just, I mean, it's witchy, of course. It's about this witch. She's not very close with her mom. And on her mom's deathbed, she says, "You're a witch." And she thinks that's like, she's calling her a name, but she's like, "No, you're actually a witch." And so she figures it out and we figure it out along with her. And I like, that series in general makes me think of fall because it's fall, set in fall. It's also, I read it in fall, and just cozy mysteries in general. Fall is like the perfect time to read them. Even though I don't pick them up that much, it is definitely the perfect time. So number 2, what is your favorite autumnal book cover? So I couldn't think of any off the top of my head. So I scoured these crazy shelves and I found this one, When We Fall by Emily Liebert. And this one is just obviously screams fall. And this is, Emily Liebert is one of my favorite authors. I really enjoy her women's fiction writing. This one specifically was not my favorite. This is about 2 women. One's new in town. She's single because I think her husband died or something. And so they kind of befriend each other, but then something happens with a husband and they start to like get some jealousy involved, and the tension between the women just felt kind of underdeveloped for me. But I love Emily Liebert and this could not be a more fall cover. I love the colors, and yeah, there's nothing like a fresh start until everything falls apart. So this is the best one I could find right now, but I feel like there are some really great ones. Like fall is just so pretty. It's not hard to make a good fall autumnal cover. Number 3, what is your favorite autumnal drink to read with? So, I am big on just water and coffee, honestly, and I drink decaf coffee all day, every day in the winter and the fall. Like I just love black decaf coffee. Simple. I don't even need anything fancy. I am lactose intolerant, so like the pumpkin spice stuff, I can't even try it. But like I like frou-frou fancy coffees, but I like just plain coffee. And I am one of those people who is always cold. And so I almost always have a cup of decaf coffee with me. And as soon as the temperature drops below like 70. So that's my answer for that. Number 4, do you prefer to read late at night or early in the morning? So I definitely am a late at night reader, just because I wake up, like I am a morning person. So I wake up like full of energy and I feel like I have a really hard time like focusing on reading during that time. I can't do audiobooks. Like I get up and work out most days and I will sometimes listen to an audiobook during that, but I feel like my brain is just like on overdrive in the morning and I can't focus in the same way that I can like late at night once kids are in bed, everything is done for the day. And then I'm like, okay, I'm tired and I can focus a little bit more, which is kind of weird. So I would say late at night or like mid-afternoon, early evening is my prime time, but that wasn't a choice. So we'll just say late at night. Number 5, Halloween is coming. What's your favorite spooky read? So I was thinking about like, I love thrillers, but most of the thrillers that I read are domestic thrillers. And so like Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris, that one definitely like creeps me out and just makes me feel like stressed out, but it's not like a spooky read. And other ones that I've read that are more like traditionally spooky, ghosty, whatever, haunted housey, I just don't love those, so I don't read them a whole lot. But one thing that is like destined to scare me every single time is true crime. You guys, I cannot deal with true crime. Like I love it, but it freaks me out. And so some that I'm thinking of that I read, let's see, I read In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. That one is really scary. Really just any true crime freaks me out. My grandmother used to watch Unsolved Mysteries all the time when I was a kid, and I spent a lot of time with her, and I like would watch them because I'm so intrigued, but I would like kind of watch them with one eye closed because it freaks me out, like these unsolved things, and just seeing like the worst of humanity scares me. And so true crime is spooky. Number 6, what is the ultimate comfort read for you? So the ultimate comfort read, I think, is just women's fiction about a handful of friends, 3, 4, whatever, all their different points in life and how their friendship is, and just like stuff that's super relatable to me and I don't have to like think super hard about is definitely what's comforting to me. That's also kind of where I started reading as an adult, is like Debbie McComber, let's see, Emily Giffin, Jane Green. I read a lot of those authors. Marian Keyes, even, like just those women fiction authors that you kind of know what you're going to get and it's relatable, even though at that time I was like 20 something, it wasn't relatable. But yeah, I would say those are probably my most comforting reads just because they're where I started and they're like the most relatable and easiest kind of for my brain. Number 7, what is your favorite autumnal reading snack? So in like, as soon as it hits like even 75, because I live in the Midwest, and so we get all the seasons. And as soon as it's not 100 degrees, I whip out the crock pot. And I don't snack while I eat or snack while I read, but I don't think that's what it asked. It just says my favorite snack. So, anything out of the crock pot. Boiled peanuts, if you haven't made them in the crock pot, you're missing out. Also, just I love to bake, and so we make a lot of breads and muffins and pancakes and like just more things. I love fall for like the food stuff because in the summer it's like I want to grill or not have the oven on forever, and so any baked goods, any crock pot, I'm good with it. So especially like soups and stews. My family doesn't really love them, but I do, and so that's cozy to me. Number 8, what is your favorite autumnal candle to burn whilst reading? And I love, like, I don't even care where it's from. Target, the $5 ones that you can find sometimes. I don't care. If it's got like vanilla, pumpkin, apple, like any of those scents, I love it. Hazelnut, like even like coffee ones are hit and miss for me. They're sometimes like not great, but, I'm trying to think. Home for the Holidays is one of my favorites from Bath and Body Works, or is it Yankee? I think that one's Yankee. Vanilla or Christmas cookie is one of my favorites. Like any banana bread, anything like that, they are my favorite. I don't really like floral scents, and apple is really the only fruity. Like I don't like tropical scents. I just really like those cozy like baking smells, and we'll put them everywhere. The one exception to that is twisted peppermint, I think, from Bath and Body Works. We have those like like I don't know what they're called, but I can't think of what they're called, and that's going to bother me. But we have those like in the bathroom, and for some reason that smells really fresh to me. And yeah, so that's the one exception. And it like I wouldn't want it all throughout my house, but in the bathroom it's kind of nice. So. Number 9, when you're not reading, what is your favorite autumnal activity? So I am a diehard football fan. I love watching football. Like in the summer, it's baseball. And right now it's kind of the prime time where you're getting both baseball and football because football doesn't play every dang day like baseball does. And so there's like this nice transition time where you go from having sports every single day to just on the weekends, even though now football is like Monday night football, Thursday night football, Friday night football, Saturday night, I mean, it's only Tuesday and Wednesday that there isn't. So, so watching football, going to football games, being outside in general is just gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Like right now, we don't have to bundle the kids, but they like have to be not in shorts and tank tops anymore. And it's fresh. It's like, it's just so great. When they get running around, they're not sweating. Like it's just wonderful. And it's just, breath of fresh air, being outside, watching football, all of those are great. And then last, number 10, what is on your autumn fall reading list? So I'm not really that seasonal of a reader. I like am more based on either a TBR or a readathon or whatever. So I don't really know. I've got a lot of thrillers coming up because again, it kind of feels like thriller season. I may just do some cozy women's fiction reads. I may jump into another cozy mystery series because I watch a lot of people who love cozies, and I know I love them. When I start reading them, I know I love them because they're pretty short, they're pretty simple, they're cute, and like they're that mystery thriller without being like over the top, and like they're so great. But they're all almost all series, and I don't like to start something I know I'm not going to finish. And so I think that's why I avoid them. But maybe I'll do some of that this fall. So that is everything for the Cozy Autumn book tag. I have not tagged anybody. That's not even a question. I wasn't tagged, but I just think this is a fun seasonal tag. So if you want to do it, please do, and let me know that you're doing it down below. And if you aren't going to do it, just leave me your answers down below. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, whatever, whenever you're watching this. We'll see you in the next one.